Hi, this is Monica. Thank you for joining me for today's video on Shilajit and how to use it. We are off the yoga mat, we are in the kitchen, and I'm actually going to show you how to prepare Shilajit, this resin mineral supplement, to drink. Before we get started, take a moment to inhale and exhale. Shilajit is my #1 favorite wellness supplement. What is Shilajit? It is actually a live mineral resin, and you can see here it says it contains 84 plus minerals and fulvic acid. So let me show you what this looks like. It actually comes in a little pot. And there are different versions of Shilajit, like liquids, gummies. You may see different versions of this, but the true origin of Shilajit is this kind of tar-like resin. So this is the product that I use. This is Shilajit in its natural state. So a little bit more difficult to use and take, but once you get the hang of it, it is super quick and simple. And once you make it part of your routine, it is easy to use. So let me show you what this looks like. You kind of open up this pot, and you can see it's this sticky tar-like substance. And then this packet comes with this little measuring stick. The brand of Shilajit that I love is Cymbiotika, by the way. I wish I had an affiliate link or code for you, but I'm just telling you this is my favorite one that I use. So you take this little measuring stick and you dip it in. But before I show you how you actually make this, let's go into a little bit of what is Shilajit. So again, it's a mineral resin and it comes from high mountaintops. It is a decomposition of like decomposed plants, organic matter that is actually coming from these rocks in mountaintops. And it's sourced across the world. One of the most popular sourcing areas is the Himalayas. Because it's actually a product of nature, you are getting the most pure, bioavailable, most easily absorbed minerals that nature has to offer. So instead of it being a chemical, manufactured, lab-created compound, this is nature's purest form of minerals. So this is why it's so good for you. Your body really needs minerals. And when you hear people talking about like the soil quality is depleted in minerals and now we're not getting enough vitamins and minerals, we are replenishing them in our bodies by taking this as a supplement. I also wanted to just read you some of the benefits of Shilajit from this brand, from Cymbiotika itself. Shilajit is known as an energy booster. It's been used to enhance stamina and reduce fatigue. This is because research is showing it is thought to enhance mitochondrial function, which is crucial for energy production in our cells. It also helps with rejuvenation. It's believed that Shilajit restores youthful vitality and helps support the body's natural healing processes because of its high levels of antioxidants. And it has also shown promising research in cognitive health. So some studies have shown that the fulvic acid in Shilajit can have neuroprotective effects, aiding in the prevention of cognitive decline and in supporting brain health. So many great benefits. Let me show you how to actually prepare this and to drink this. You use this sticky resin and dissolve it in water first, and then you drink that dissolved water solution. This is why it gives you this little measuring stick. You can see here it says like 0.5 to 1 gram. You can start with half a gram, just if you're not sure. Half a gram is kind of a standard dose. So what you want to do is kind of dip this stick into the resin. Ooh, spooky. And you can see that dip was about half a gram. So then you kind of brush it off here on the side. And then what I like to do is, you can see this measuring stick has a little hook on it. So that's so that you can hook it into a cup, a glass. I've heard people say that they do this in like a mug of tea. To me, Shilajit has a very like dirt, earthy flavor. So I don't love infusing it in like a full cup of tea or a full mug. I actually do it just in water in a shorter little glass so that I can just kind of gulp it down almost like a shot. You can, if you'd like, dissolve it on the side of your tea mug. But again, to me, the taste is very like, ooh, so I don't like to do that. I like to just gulp it down in the water. And you want to take water, good quality water. If you have it, filtered water, reverse osmosis water. I actually use an Aqua True water filter system. So really highly recommend good water. We don't want to then be putting more contaminants, toxins with tap water back into this high mineralized solution. We want to use good quality water. So then all I do is just pour the water in high enough so that it covers that kind of level in the measuring stick, if you can see that, so that it covers the level of the Shilajit in there. And then you just let that sit and dissolve. So you can see, like, as I'm talking to you, it's almost kind of like a fun little game to watch the Shilajit dissolve in the water. This is what tells me that this is like alive, this is natural, this is nature, because you can actually see it like seeping and dissolving and like moving through the water, almost like this little alien substance. It's really cool. I let this sit here on the counter for a few minutes while I'm like in the kitchen cooking. If I'm making a latte in the morning or if I'm cooking lunch or dinner, I just let this sit and dissolve. So after our little time lapse here, you can see the Shilajit has fully dissolved into the water. I'll show you here when you take this stick out, give it a little swirl just to make sure that all of the resin has dissolved. And then you can see the stick, there is nothing left. And then, ooh, I must have worn this shirt specifically to match my Shilajit liquid here. How nice. So now I just know that, ooh, it's so good for me. I'm getting all these mineral benefits. So I just drink it quickly like this. Ah. All right. Not bad. So that's why I actually like to take it with just a little bit of water instead of actually mixing it into a whole beverage. I know some people do that, but for me, I think this is the most efficient and the best route. I hope this video kind of demystified it for you a little bit. I know when you first see this like dark black resin, it's like, ooh, what is that? Why would you take it? But this has been a key staple in my personal health and wellness routine over the years. And this is, again, a supplement that I would recommend to anyone. Thank you so much for joining me today for this different video. I know we were off the yoga mat and in the kitchen. This was Om Monica. I will leave you with an Om.